Hi everyone, Miss Jessica here, back with another virtual family story time here at Hales Corners Library. Today we have a really exciting story time planned for all of you, but before we get started, let's go ahead and sing our hello song together. Are you ready? It goes like this. We wave and say hello, we wave and say hello. With our friends at story time, we wave and say hello. But we don't just wave, we do other things too, like we clap and say hello, we clap and say hello. With our friends at story time, we clap and say hello. We march and say hello, we march and say hello. With our friends at story time, we march and say hello. We smile and say hello, we smile and say hello. With our friends at story time, we smile and say hello. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you for singing along with me. I feel very welcomed. I hope you do too. Well, I have a letter that I've brought with me today that's going to give us a hint as to what our story time is about. Are you ready? Can you tell me what this letter is? It's the letter E. And can we think of some words that start with the letter E? Maybe something that birds make and that you can eat for breakfast with maybe some toast or some bacon. What about an egg? E-G-G for egg. That's a very fun word. It's kind of funny looking, it's kind of funny sounding, but I like it a lot. What about something that we all have? I have two of them, and I'm using them to look at you right now. I bet you're using yours to watch me. Eyes. That starts with E. Eyes. That's a great word. And what about, ooh, this one's a tough one. What about a very big word that means very big? This is a tricky word. What about enormous? Wow, that is an enormous word. Holy moly. Well, that's actually a hint too about what our story time is going to be about. So our story time today is about an animal that is enormous, and it starts with the letter E, and it has big ears, also something that starts with E, and it likes to eat a lot of hay and peanuts. What do we think it might be? Elephants! Our story time today is all about elephants. Are you excited? I love elephants. I think they're so cool with their big long trunks and their huge ears, and they are very, very kind animals. They're so smart too. If you ever have a chance to have a conversation with an elephant, I really, really recommend it. Well, since it's story time, I think we should start with a story, don't you? Our first story today is called Have You Seen Elephant by David Barrow, and I'm gonna need your help with this one. I'm gonna need you to keep an eye out for that sneaky, sneaky elephant. He's on almost every page. So when you see him, let's try and shout out where he is, where he's hiding. Are you ready? Have You Seen Elephant by David Barrow. Would you like to play hide and seek? Okay, you hide. I must warn you though, I'm very good. I'll try my best. Can we count together? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Coming, ready or not. Where could he be? Oh, do we see him on this page? Go ahead and shout it out. Under Not under here. How about on this one? On the bed. Dad, have you seen Elephant? What elephant? Where is he in here? What is he holding? He's behind the TV. Maybe I'll try outside. What's he under this time? He's under the lamp. I can't find Elephant. Never mind, dear. Oh, this one's a little tricky. Do you see him? He's in the shed. How about on this page? Behind the tree. I give up. There you are. Hey, what are you playing? Hide and seek. Would you like to play tag? Okay. I must warn you though. What do we think the turtle's gonna warn us about? I'm very good. The end. That was a really silly story. I liked that a lot. And I feel like we learned a little bit about what to look for when we look for an elephant. What are some things that are very unique for elephants? They've got very big ears, and they've got long tusks. And you know what? I actually have a rhyme that's gonna tell us a little bit more about what elephants are and what they look like. Can you do the rhyme with me? Follow along with my movements? It goes like this. Right foot, left foot, see me go. I am gray and big and slow. I come walking down the street with my trunk and 4 big feet. Oh, did you get all of that? Should we try it again together one more time? Nice and slow, ready? Just like an elephant. Right foot, left foot, see me go. I am gray and big and slow. I come walking down the street with my trunk and 4 big feet. Great work. Thank you so much for helping me with that rhyme. What were some things in there that the elephant was saying he was? He was gray and big and had 4 big feet and a trunk. Great job. I feel like I've learned a lot about how to spot an elephant. Well, for our next story, I've got a pretty silly story about a very small elephant. Are you ready? This is called Small Elephant's Bath Time by Tatyanna Feeney. Small elephant loved water. He loved jumping in puddles. He loved to drink water through his curly red straw. But he did not love water when it was in a bathtub. Small Elephant's mommy tried to make his bath more exciting. She tried all sorts of toys, but Small Elephant was not interested. She tried blowing bubbles, but Small Elephant was not fooled. And as bath time got closer, Small Elephant got busier. I'm too busy playing. Small Elephant got madder. No! And matter and matter and matter. Can you say this one with me? No. Then small elephant got harder to find. There was only one more thing for mommy to try. Can we find small elephant on this page? He's tricky. See his little tail right there? We found him. And there was only one more thing for mommy to try. Daddy. Daddy was too big for the bathtub. Daddy looked very silly in the bathtub. Oh, he does look very silly. That bathtub is way too small for him. Small elephant started to giggle. Hey, he laughed. That's my bathtub. Daddy was happy to get out of the bathtub, and small elephant was happy to get in. And he was even happier to stay in. So when mommy said it was time to get out, small elephant said, what do we think small elephant is going to say? No, I love bath time. The end. That was a very fun story. I don't know about you, I really like bath time. I know a lot of you probably aren't fans of bath time, but I think it's really fun. It's the perfect time to use your imagination and play with all your bath toys and tell fun stories. Well, we had one small elephant who was trying to take a bath, which reminds me of a rhyme. But before we get going on our felt board rhyme, I'm gonna have to clear off our very nice words so that we can have some room. So I've got a rhyme about some elephants in a bathtub, and it goes like this. One elephant in the bathtub going for a swim. Knock, knock, splish, splash, come on in. Can you try that together with me, doing the motions as I do them? Ready? One elephant in the bathtub going for a swim. Knock, knock, splish, splash, come on in. How many elephants do we have in our bathtub now? Ready? 1, 2. 2 elephants in the bathtub going for a swim. Knock, knock, splish, splash, come on in. Can we count them together now? How many do we have? 1, 2, 3. Can we say what colors they are? Ooh, that's a fun challenge. Ready? Orange, green, blue. 3 elephants in the bathtub going for a swim. Knock, knock, splish, splash, come on in. What color is this elephant? Red. And let's count them together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 elephants in the bathtub going for a swim. Knock, knock, splish, splash, come on in. Ooh, ready? What color is this one? It's my favorite color. Purple. And let's count our elephants together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elephants in the bathtub going for a swim. Knock, knock, splish, splash. They fell in. Splash. Great job. Thank you so much for counting your elephants with me. That was a lot of fun. Well, I have another story that we can read together, and this one is very, very silly. It is called What to Do If an Elephant Stands on Your Foot by Michelle Robinson. That would be very unpleasant because elephants are really, really heavy, but let's find out what we should do if that ever happens. Are you ready? What to Do If an Elephant Stands on Your Foot by Michelle Robinson. If an elephant stands on your foot, keep calm. Panicking will only startle it. Never mind, these things happen. In the event of startling an elephant, you will probably feel like running away rather quickly. Try not to. Running away attracts tigers. Told you so. Shh. Once a tiger has spotted you, you must stay silent. The slightest sound, such as a sneeze, can we sneeze together? Achoo! Oh dear. As I was saying, make the slightest sound and rhinoceroses will hear you. If a rhinoceros has heard you, whatever you do, do not be tempted to climb a tree. Oh, for goodness sake, go ahead then if you must, but don't say I didn't warn you. See, snakes live in trees and they do not take kindly to visitors. Having found yourself in a snake's tree, take a few deep breaths. Ready? Can we take a few deep breaths? And steady yourself. That's it. Now sit tight and try not to make any sudden movements. Like that one. Sudden movements do not go unnoticed by crocodiles. Everyone knows that. Honestly, you're hopeless. If you've been noticed by a crocodile, don't expect me to help you. Please. Oh, all right then, since you've asked so nicely. Wave your arms around and shout for help. Help! Can we shout for help together? Help! Is it working? Yes, here come the monkeys! And of course, now that the monkeys have arrived, there's only one thing to do. Go nuts! Jump up and down! Oh, can we jump up and down? Jump, jump, jump! Run around and around! Run, 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 run! Sing and shout and dance and swing! Let's dance! And have a banana. And finally, before you return to your nice, safe home, remember your manners. Thank the monkeys for rescuing you, and don't forget to apologize to the elephant. Can we say thank you to the monkeys? Thank you, monkeys. And can we say we're sorry to the elephant? We're sorry, elephant. Just be careful not to. Startle it. Hey, sorry! The end. That was a very silly story, and it almost went in a full circle, don't you think? We're right back where we started. Well, I have one more rhyme that is also all about our felt birds today, and I'm gonna need your help because there's a part in our rhyme where we're gonna have to call more elephants. Can you help me do that? Ready? Let's practice our elephant call. We're gonna say, hey, elephant together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, elephant. Wonderful. So let's go ahead and get started with our rhyme. It goes like this. One elephant went out to play in a field of grass one day. He had such enormous fun that he called another elephant to come. Ready? Hey, elephant! How many elephants do we have now? 1, 2. 2 elephants went out to play in a field of grass one day. They had such enormous fun that they called another elephant to come. Ready? Hey, elephant! And how many elephants do we have now? 1, 2, 3. 3 elephants went out to play in a field of grass one day. They had such enormous fun that they called another elephant to come. Hey, elephant! And how many elephants do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 elephants went out to play in a field of grass one day. They had such enormous fun that they called another elephant to come. Ready? Hey, elephant! And how many do we have left now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready? 5 elephants went out to play in a field of grass one day. They had such enormous fun that they played and played till the day was done. Goodbye, elephants. Can we say goodbye to our elephants? Bye, elephant. Thank you so much for helping me with that. Thank you for doing the motions and counting along with me. Well, I was going to say that it was time for us to say goodbye, but I think we have time for a bonus book today. So exciting. But I just have one question for you. Are you ready for a story? Do you think if we sing our story song, you can show me that you're ready? Let's find out. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, stomp your feet. If you're ready for a story, wave your trunk. If you're ready for a story, wave your trunk. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, wave your trunk. If you're ready for a story, oh, my favorite one, wiggle around. If you're ready for a story, wiggle around. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, wiggle around. Great. If you're ready for a story, please sit down. If you're ready for a story, please sit down. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, please sit down. Wonderful. Now I think we're ready for our story. So our last book today, our bonus book, is called Elecopter by Michael Slack. Doesn't this look like such a fun book? I'm very excited to see where this story goes. Elecopter by Michael Slack. She scans the savannah from high above. Patrolling the sky, it's a labor of love. Whatever her mission, she always succeeds. A benevolent elephant on a flying stampede. Do you see she's giving the lion a haircut? That's very silly. On the horizon, something's rising, a billowing cloud. Smoke! Trumpet the alarm loud! Can we trumpet our alarms? Boo-boo! Boo-boo! Flying into danger, she's first on the scene to airlift a rhino from a rocky ravine. She scoops up cheetah alone and marooned. Then lowers a ladder to stranded baboons. Ooh. Until all are aboard, nothing will stop her. Rev those rotors, go Elecopter! Once the animals are safe, zoom, off she goes. Spraying the blaze with her fire hose nose. Working for peanuts, she's quite the contraption, a helicopter elephant, always ready for action. Elecopter! That was a really fun story. Oh, I like Elecopter a lot. She seems very, very nice and very helpful. Well, I believe that's all the time we have today, but I want to say thank you so much for joining me. This was an amazing story time. I had so much fun. Unfortunately, I think it's time we sing our goodbye song, so let's go ahead and get our wristwatches ready. Ready? Do you know what time it is? What time it is? What time it is? Do you know what time it is? Story time is over. Now it's time to wave goodbye, to wave goodbye, to wave goodbye. Now it's time to wave goodbye, 'cause story time is over. But come back and we'll have fun, we'll have fun, we'll have fun. But come back and we'll have fun when we meet again. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had so much fun with you. But if you stick around through the end of the video, we can craft together. This week we're making paper plate elephants. How cute are these? So sit tight and I will be right with you for our craft with me time today. But I wanted to say thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and a fantastic rest of your week. I will see you all next time. Bye. Well, hello crafty friends. Thank you so much for joining me through the end of our story time for craft with me today. Today we're making paper plate elephants. How cute are these? Can you see them? He's got a little smile and some little googly eyes. So cute. I think he's adorable and I'm excited to start making our craft today. Hopefully you were able to pick up your kit from the library. If not, this craft comes together with some pretty basic materials. So if you have a paper plate and some paint, you can make this with us even if you didn't get a kit from the library. So let's go ahead and see what's in our kit today, shall we? So we have a part of the paper plate that's been cut. It kind of looks like almost like a piece of candy, kind of, with the little wrapper end sticking out. And we have another piece of paper plate that is going to be our elephant's trunk. And I see a pot of paint. Oh, that's exciting. Everything fun has paint involved, and I'm very excited for it. And what else do we have? 2 googly eyes. Very fun. Excellent. That is all that's in our kit, so that's a pretty easy craft put together. The only other things that we are going to need are a glue stick, something to paint on or with. So we need a paintbrush, or you could use cotton ball. If you wanted to use your fingers and your grown-ups were okay with it, go for it. Please ask permission first though. And then also a pen or a marker to draw the little smile on our elephant. So let's go ahead and get started. This is going to be a really fun craft. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is paint our elephant so that he has time to dry. So we're going to very carefully, please make sure that you ask for help from a grown-up if you need it on this step. And then also I would recommend putting down a piece of paper or some newspaper, something to cover your table so you don't get paint on it. And we're gonna go take our elephant and see how it's kind of curved up on one side. That's gonna be our top. So we want his ears to curve forward. So we're gonna set it curved side up on the table. And then we'll take our paintbrush or our fingers or whatever we're using to paint, and just go ahead and dip it in there. And we'll just start dotting some paint along the surface of our elephant. And you can paint however you like. I like this textured look. I think it looks really cool. Gives my elephant some personality. But if you wanted to paint in strokes like this, you can absolutely do that too. I personally am a fan of this texture though. It's very fun. All right, wonderful. And there is my fully completed elephant head. I am going to set that aside to dry while we paint the trunk. And the trunk is a lot smaller, so I'm going to go ahead and use the back of our paper bag to make sure that I'm not getting paint all over the table. And I'll just do the same thing that I did with my elephant head. Little blobs. And voila! We have a blue painted elephant. Very fun. So I'm just going to give that a little bit of time to dry, and then we will be ready for our next step. Okay, so my pieces are just about dry now, and I think we're ready to move on to the next step. I'll have to be a little careful because I can still see they're a little wet in some places, but I think we're close enough. So what we're going to do is take our trunk and our glue stick, and we want to glue our trunk to our elephant's face so that he can smell all the wonderful scents of the circus or the savannah, wherever he may be living. Wherever you decide you want your elephant to live. And we can go ahead and put some glue on the back of that and then just place it kind of on an angle right in the middle of our elephant's face. And there we have our trunk. My glue is purple, but it will dry clear. So right now I have some purple clumps on there, but that's okay. And then the next step we're gonna do is take our googly eyes and roll them along in the glue. And then just place them right where we want them on our elephant. Just slightly above the trunk. And the other one. And there we go. Look at that. Now he can see and smell, but I would like my elephant to also be able to talk and to smile. So we're gonna go ahead and take our pen and draw just a little smile somewhere near his trunk. Perfect. And there we have, oh, can I line it up with my head, do you think? That's silly. There we have our paper plate elephant. It's paper plate elephant, Miss Jessica. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me for our Craft With Me session today. I had an enormous amount of fun making our paper plate elephant. I hope you did too. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day and a fantastic rest of your week. I will see you all next time. Bye.